All right. Good night, everybody. Welcome to Comics Asylum Live with Stephen J. Jay will be joining us later, but I am absolutely honored to have my regular guests on other streams. We have Sean. Sean, what's up? How you doing?
Not pretty good.
Hey, and we've got JMan down at the bottom. How's everyone?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. No complaints. Lots to talk about. Comic book world has got some, I guess, some big releases, and one's going back to a second printing. We got some great news if you're a Superman fan, or maybe not. We'll have to find out.
We'll see.
With the announcement of a very interesting follow-up to James Gunn's Superman. Mm-hmm. And then a major event, back when events, I guess, meant stuff in comic books, turns 30. But before we go there, J-Man, how's your week been?
It's been good. I did have a little bit of a. My teeth are quite sharp, and I don't know what happened. I bit wrong, and I bit like a chunk out.
Right.
I bit a chunk out, and and last night I woke up with some blood on my pillow because it kind of. I don't know what happened at night, but it's good now. It's all fine. I won't spit any blood. If I do, it'll be really cool. I'll make it look really good. It'll be like blood splatter. It'll be Age of Apocalypse, like Wolverine.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, because Wolverine basically destroys his hands every time he pops his claws. So I guess you did that to your mouth.
That's in my mouth. Every time I get the fangs out.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about that, but hopefully it's not too much of an issue. And Sean, how about yourself?
Okay. Work is work, and just heading into Q4. But other than that, it's pretty good. The year just went right by. I don't know. I guess as you get older, things just go way faster.
Yeah,
I think the days are long, but the years are fast, or whatever. It's
that's a good way.
Days are pretty fast too, though now. So,
yeah. Well, the thing that had me, and I think we mentioned this on maybe it was the FF stream that we had. Mm-hmm. I was like, how the hell is it Labor Day already? Like, I thought Labor Day was like would have been now. Right. That's how my internal and external clocks were not aligned. And I can't believe that we're like 2026 is.
I know it's like right around the corner.
Right.
So I have a family member that does their Christmas shopping like mad early.
Yeah.
So
they Sean's presents behind the poster. Sean's present's already there.
Oh damn!
It's already. You know what? I told you what it was.
I know.
It's already there. I got a few. I was almost gonna have Steven's. Like I was almost gonna have his.
This is waiting for you. JMan loves Riva.
Another Riva. Just like
nice. Your camera's all like if you're underwater. You're from
wow. It's Riva. Yeah. So the joke is I hate Riva, but she keeps buying me Riva figures because I like the idea of the figure.
Yeah.
She's a Darth Vader body with like a random woman's head on it. You're like, they didn't even give her makeup or something. Like,
something distinctive.
Give her funky hair.
Just an afterthought, right?
It's literally just like, oh, she's just there.
Hey, Vaughn, how's it going?
Hello, gentlemen. How you doing?
Good. How's your week been?
Doing good. This week's been all right. So,
has it been going as fast as it's been for everyone else here?
Oh, it's super fast. Truth be told, I'm kind of glad that it's over, but it's one of those weird ones, right?
Right. Right. So I'm going to just do a quick shout out to everyone that's joining us. Welcome. If anyone's in the comments, we're going to be getting to those as well too. And just to let everyone know who's coming in just a little, because we started a little bit early, but Mega J will be joining us about halfway through. And we've got some good things. But before we start, J-Man, you reviewed, because this book's going to a second printing. Mm-hmm. You reviewed Batman #1.
Yeah, Batman. I thought it was pretty good. I don't remember exactly what I gave it.
But generally positive?
Yeah, I like the blue and gray. That's the real Batman in my mind. The symbol's a little weird, but by the end of the issue, I got used to it. The art was good. There's a couple of things at the end where like Batman is kind of hanging out with Killer Croc, and I'm like, why is this like happening? Like they're sitting and chatting. And I'm like,
Gunnish. Yeah.
This is weird. It's not Rachel Zegler weird or whatever, but it's the one weird. It's like, okay. I read a review. I read an interview with Matt Fraction, who says that they're going to be, at least for now, they're going to be one-off stories, like solo stories, self-contained issues. And that makes me really happy because I've always liked that. I liked it as a kid. I still like it now. I know we're going to talk about an event. If it's an event, that's a different thing. But your regular floppies, I like it just being sound. So I think I give it like a 6 or 6.5 out of 10, which sounds bad, but
it's actually pretty good for you.
Like my scale of 5 means it was okay, right? 5 out of 10 is it's an average okay comic. So this was slightly above. Could have been a bit more. I wanted to see a little bit more action because you have Killer Croc. And when you have Killer Croc, that means there's going to be action because Batman has your fighting foes. He has your outthinking foes. He has your crazy villains. Like he has different types of villains. So when you see one, you're expecting a certain thing. And we didn't exactly get it. So it just slightly, but I still liked it. And I like the blue. So there you
go. One thing that I found interesting, correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw a clip of this. I don't know if this is from issue 2 or that's coming up. Did I see shark repellent?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe, but they did. Chip Zdarsky did have the shark repellent in when he's fighting that purple. That Batman that no one knows the name of him. I've got a toy of him too. He's like fuchsia and like purple, like the Zervanar or something or whatever. And that one had the shark repellent in it, so I thought that was kind of cute. But
right,
I don't remember if it had. Maybe it did have it. I read about 700 comics a day, so it's I read it and then I review it and then it's erased from my mind. And then I just finished reading the 4 Fantastic Fours for tomorrow. So
I skimmed through it. I have it as well too. I generally like the art. I haven't gotten into the full story yet. I've yet to read it. I just picked it up this weekend at London Comic Con. So I generally liked it. I'll have to see, but yeah, the Killer Croc was kind of like I guess they're trying to do these wholesome moments.
You're right.
It's kind of more like a giant size book too. It's not just that. It's like almost like 2 issues in one. It is quite loaded up. But the art team is banger. The art team is great. Like I said, I haven't read it yet fully, but what I saw in the little bit of skimming through, I thought it was pretty interesting. I might actually pick this up. I don't know if I'd say long term, but I'll at least try it for the first year. See what I could do, like how I'm doing. Really right now, it would be only that and Battle Beast that I'm picking up right now. I'm not picking up much. And not as much as JMan. I definitely not reading as much stuff. I generally pick up, and generally I'll pick up some indie stuff just to kind of see what's happening in the indie sphere. So I just picked up the Big Rig book from Post Malone as well too. So I have to crack that open and give that a read because it has a lot of things that I'm trying to also see what other people are doing.
What's the publisher for the Big Rig book? Do you remember?
I think it's Mad Cave. I want to say.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
I'm only in physical terms. I'm only getting the 2 Supermans, like Action Superman, Batman, Transformers, and anything Rob Liefeld does. And I'm buying Fantastic Four because I like to waste money. That's it. I only get like 5 books, but I get a lot of them on digital and read them that way. So I'm reading a lot in that sense, just at least skimming them. I even got there's like a cowboy comic that came out, but it was like actually cow. It was like a cowboy, like it's actually a cow or whatever. It's like animals.
Worker kind of. Okay.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Moo Mesa. You didn't get that, did you?
What did you say, Sean?
Cowboys and Moo Mesa. It's the
that might be it.
Oh yeah. I that's the only cowboy comic right now.
I got it. Yeah, just to support the cows. I don't know.
It's sorry to interrupt. It's Vault Comics.
Oh, Vault.
Oh, they did Deathstalker.
Yeah, Deathstalker. Yeah.
And they're I guess what they've done is it's underneath Vault Comics, but it's like a subsidy. Post Malone's just doing his own thing from it, right? So
let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Vault does a lot of these because even like Slash was working on on Deathstalker, right? So it's like they're getting these these guys out to like do comics. Well, who did what was Keanu Reeves's
Berserker or something?
Berserker.
Yeah, Berserker. Yeah, Berserker. Like he took out the vowels, or
Yeah.
I think that was Boom. Was Berserker?
oh, that may have been Boom. Yeah, that may
might
have
have
been. Yeah.
That might
Oh,
have
yeah, here you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool.
It's just a whole ton of covers. I'm talking like it's almost 20 covers, and then there's different.
Man, this is dynamite. So it looks like they're on. I'm just going to scroll quickly. Looks like they're on issue 3 already.
Yeah, so they're back-to-back issues. So I think how they've worked them is issue 1 and 2 are together, right? And then 3 and 4 are together. It's a limited series run from what I gathered. Maybe it's the bags that I picked up, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you might have had a maybe a variant or something, because I
had a polybag version.
Right, because that image, the image from the cover, I don't remember.
No, there's so many different covers. From what I see, there's almost like 10 different covers for just issue 1.
This sounds hilarious, though. They prayed for a miracle. They got 25 tons and 18 wheels of holy weapon.
It sounds like somebody watched Rolling Vengeance a few times.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I think I could do this. Just make it look more like a truck, and then it's all good.
Pretty much. Oh wow.
Duel and Rolling Vengeance, like should I combine them or whatever into one thing?
Interesting.
Yeah. So I like the tonality of it in the sense that it's almost like black and white.
Mm-hmm.
The insides are black and white. Covers are kind of duotone. And for something that I'm trying to put together, it kind of rings true to something similar that I want to do.
Great cover, though.
Yeah, great covers. The artist is
really
great.
Cool.
Yeah. A lot of energy.
Love the energy.
The insides are quite chaotic as well, too, but really well drawn, well put together. So...
interesting.
There's like demons and stuff.
Yeah, it's all about this truck that comes from hell, pretty much.
That's so it's the car. So we got the car, Rolling Vengeance, and Duel all in.
And, a little bit of Christine, I guess.
Christina, a little bit of Christine.
It's a fun little mix of things. From what I
That's
gathered.
Awesome.
Only thing that's weird is they have the physical versions. I was trying to buy the digital one because I didn't want to crack open the copies that I bought because they're decently expensive.
Mm-hmm.
The digital versions don't come out until next year for some reason. So they're only releasing the physical versions, and it's gone back. So there's so many variations printed. So I guess the scarcity of it all, but the digital versions don't come out until next year. And I remember when they came out, even that, they sold out pretty fast. I remember Big B, they ordered a set, but it was only one of the store managers ordered it for themselves because they had such limited supplies. He could only get one set for the store, and he took it upon himself, I think, from what I saw.
Just to prevent piracy or whatever.
I think it was just the scarcity thing. There was just not a lot of the bigger stores in the States were getting all the copies. So I think there's almost direct to market as well, too, kind of what Todd did. Right? I saw that Todd. Rob Liefeld did, where you had to order from
Youngblood. That's what I've been ordering them from.
Yeah, got to order from his store personally before you could get them, something like that.
And some of them are like almost a year out for the same thing as what you're saying for this one. Like I'm only missing like 1 or 2 things from Rob's personal stuff.
Yeah.
But like I've got Youngblood #1, and that ain't coming out. And I had that ages ago. Like, and he gave me the okay to. You can just message him. He talks to you. He called my comment out just the other day on YouTube. But anyway, yeah. So I just asked him. I just messaged him. Can I review this on the channel? I was like, sure. It's like, go ahead.
When did it actually come out?
Youngblood. The new Youngblood #1 is November. I think I had it in like April.
Okay.
So it's coming out in November. It's Youngblood. It's not like the old comic. It's a brand new
story. Yeah.
Brand new story. Yeah.
Who's doing the internals? Insides. I didn't even check.
Rob. I think Rob Liefeld's doing it. Yeah, he's doing it. It's the whole thing. Right. He's just going full on his own, pretty much.
Interesting.
What's the Mark Miller? I picked up that Psychic Sam. I grabbed that on Kickstarter too.
Oh, yeah?
And that's coming signed by him and the art. It's going to be on a book plate or whatever. They're going to they stick it in or whatever. But I mean, that guy doesn't do conventions, so there's no way you're getting any of this stuff, and that's not coming out anywhere either. So I thought I'll take a chance, but a lot of these guys are
shifting, right? The market
shifting a
I
bit.
even
Yeah.
think there was something that was said that young blood's not getting granted diamonds no longer, but Image is not picking it up until almost like a year after before they'll actually get it out or something like that.
Yeah, so like that's like there's like a giant size young blood. So he did a giant size young blood, and he did young blood, and then he's got last blood. And he's got anything with blood in it is gonna it's gonna be on
old blood, middle-aged blood.
Middle-aged blood, yeah.
A middle-aged blood.
Middle-aged blood, yeah.
All right, we're gonna welcome Mega J to the stage, and then we'll get to some comments.
All right.
Mega J.
Hey,
boys, what's going on?
you're in the Blair Witch Project. Are you going to be okay? Don't go to the cabin.
Yeah, if any post nasal drip, just let us know ahead of time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I wanted to get back in time, but honestly, I'm still out in Newmarket right now. This is kind of crazy.
Oh my goodness!
I did want to pop in and just say hi to everybody because obviously, we're supposed to be doing this thing, but I just wanted to say I will be back probably another half an hour or so. I don't know how long, but I did want to say hi to everybody. So what was the last comment? Like what are we talking about? Man of Tomorrow or what?
Not yet. We're talking about Rob Liefeld and his,
oh my God! I talked about Rob not too long ago. He made comments about the Master Universe movie, which many of my viewers did not appreciate. So hilarious. And most of the comments that came back on that video was like, when he learns how to draw feet, then we'll listen to him. That's,
ouch.
That's basic. And you know what? He is quite the flavor, though. I mean, like, he's drawn some of the most infamous illustrations of superheroes ever. I mean, some people would argue that he doesn't. The chests are bigger than the heads. So
that's Captain America's legendary.
Yeah, that wasn't supposed to go anywhere. That was just a drawing that he did that they somehow got a hold of and threw that up everywhere. And it's like all of a sudden it became this big thing. And he's like, I showed it. He said, I think he said Jim Lee was the only one who was like, you want to maybe make it a slightly lay? And he's like, nah, I'm good. It's like, it's good. And he said Jim Lee was the only one of the guys who was like, I don't know.
It is what it is, boys. Like that's Rob. Unapologetic. Yeah. And you know what? That's why people love him. People love him because he's unapologetic. And let's be honest, he has made quite the impact on comics. I mean, like, him, Jim Lee, all the original Image guys. McFarlane's still making waves, right? And now he's getting back into action figures. He's getting back to is he going to do another Young Blood? Like what are his plans right now? Like he's got a whole bunch of things on the go.
I've got everything. So I'm a Rob Liefeld shill. Like I'm an apologist. I'm like the whole thing. But yeah, I've got everything he's done. He's done Young Blood. He's got Last Blood. We were just talking about that. So a lot of these are coming out. All blood, yeah, all the bloods.
Classic says all the
bloods. So what he's doing is he's releasing it to like his fans first through Whatnot and all that, and then it's gonna go.
He's using Whatnot to what?
He's done Whatnot. He's got his own website as well, Create Rob Liefeld Creations. So he's been doing that, and then it comes out like way later into retail. So some of them are like months and months. Like I got Youngblood. There's a new Youngblood #1. I had it in April. It's coming out in November.
That's his plan. His plan is to use Whatnot as the crowdsourcing kind of avenue, and then he's not leaving the retailers.
So he's printing the books first.
Yeah.
And then selling them. And if they sell out, he'll go to the second printing and change the cover. So he's doing it more like he's literally printing it himself, though. He's like I literally picked. He's got the box. He's like, I went and picked this up from the printer. These are the ones you're gonna get.
How did his action figure line is doing rather well, isn't it? Like
they're awesome. Both, right? He's got 2 out, Blood Wolf and Cabot, and then Shaft and Die Hard. I just pre-ordered, and actually. Because I pre-ordered them for Big Bad Toy Store and he had them on his Whatnot and he signed them. So I was like, he charged the same price as Big Bad Toy Store, but signed. So I was like, I'll just get the sign. He's like, I want you guys to have these. I'm not making extra money on it. He thanks me for every single post I do. Like I comment on his videos. Sean just clipped one today for me. He mentioned my comment on his live stream. Like, He's very interactive. You go on his thing. Yeah.
Okay.
This is why people buy it.
Absolutely.
I guess so. Yeah, 100%. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm interested to see what else he's got up his sleeve. I mean, like, you know, all the old Image guys are coming back. You know, Jim's still in charge of DC, right? Like, what's going on with him?
Who knows what Jim's doing?
He was just with he was just in our neck. Well, he was just in Toronto, right? Fan Expo.
Yeah.
And we didn't. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I mean, they're taking a break, right? On that Hush or what happened there? Something happened like Hush. So it came out and then it was on break, right? And then now
it's on break.
Now there's another Batman comic.
It's ending after this one. Like,
so there's like two Batman comics.
Right.
Batman.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what? Batman is the gift. Batman is the gift that never stops giving, man.
Yeah, you're right.
It was supposed to end before, but then he got backlogged and
what?
Yeah.
That's never happened. That's never happened ever. Come on.
Very image-ish, but yeah.
You know what? The release schedule of comics is floating. I mean, I don't think anyone's been able to do a consistent serial in years. I don't think it's even possible.
I will say that Eric Larson,
yes,
he hits his deadlines all the time.
Oh yeah. Even if it has to do with a giant Sharpie, he will hit it.
Yeah, man. He's mad consistent. Definitely.
He's the only one. Well, Tom McFarlane doesn't really actually do anything for Spawn, but Spawn comes out regularly, and it's the only comic that's the most affordable comic. It's $2.99 still.
Still, yeah.
The American price, our price is like.
We make up for it in volume. There's like
Absolutely.
a whole bunch of different ones now. So.
All right, boys. The client's here. I got to go, but I'll check in with you guys as soon as I can. Again, Rob Liefeld for life, man. Like, we'll check in again. Like, take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. So, as Mega J, it was great to have him pop in. I'm just going to get to some of these comments. Arkham Unlimited says, "Sup?"
Hey, Arkham, how's it going, dude?
What's up? Arkham says, "Can't stay along watching Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. Sorry, but I hope you have a good stream. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy Demon Slayer." Phil Owen says,
"Hey,
Hail,
Phil.
everyone. What's up, Phil?" Phil, we're going to get to this comment because I just pulled it up. Did you see that Frazetta's original cover art for the Lancer Conan just sold at auction for $13.5 USD mil?
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld was actually commenting on that, and
he bid on it.
Oh gosh, no. He's like, I can't. He goes, I can't get that one. But like, he was talking about that one. He's like, that's gonna go. The last time he commented, I think it was like at 7 or something. No, it wasn't even. It didn't even hit 1 million yet. It was like 750,000. He's like, that's gonna go into the millions. And he was right. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. That looks a little bit like Conan the Destroyer's when Tothamon turns into that creature, which is basically this
ape with the cape.
Ape with the cape. Which now this is the story. This is the story where he says, "Oh, you're gonna need a guy. You're gonna need a barbarian. All you wizards talk a lot of shit, but when it comes down to business, you need a guy with a sword to come in and take care of business. TCB, take care of business." I may have paid. I know Robert E. Howard wrote it that way, but that's the way I'm saying it. That's the way I read it.
Hey man, that's verbatim.
That's verbatim. That's exactly it.
That's a crazy number. There's the artist in me is kind of sad that like the artist can't make that money when they're making.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
his daughters. It's his daughters, right? That
Sarah.
the estate now.
Yeah, Sarah Frazetta girls. Yeah.
I gotta grab the I gotta grab the Heavy Metal 2 because they had some stuff to do with that.
Yeah.
Too. So, and I thought I saw something that they were supposed to be doing something with. Maybe I'm getting confused. I thought they were doing something with. No, I think I'm getting confused. I was about to say Rippaverse, but I was wrong.
They're doing Fire and Ice comic, which is it's the release schedule of Image times 100, so it's like one every like 2 years or something. I told Carlos to take it off. I was like, Carlos, just remove it. Like it's never coming out, so whatever. I don't.
No, I did the same thing.
Did you remove it?
But
sure,
it was the Blue Moon. Yeah.
I don't even remember what I read.
How many issues? Was there only one issue that's come out?
I think 3.
Is it 3 or is it 2?
I mean, I can go dig them out, but
that came out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
Who's the
it looks
artist?
awesome.
Who's the artist?
God, worst person in the universe right here for names. I don't know anything about I don't know anything what number, unless it's Amazing Fantasy 15 or something. Like, I don't know, Sean, do you remember do you remember who the artist was? Whoever it is awesome. So
Worth the wait, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Getting back to the comments, we've got
Leonardo
the Angry Gamer.
Manco.
You're gonna like this one. I don't need Batman and Killer Croc getting back to Batman #1, sharing their feelings with each other.
Yeah, that's what kind of happens at the end. It's a little bit weird, which is why I gave it the 6 or 6.5 or whatever I gave it. But I mean, we've seen them fight so many times. I guess they're trying to do something, but they gotta do better. Let's see how it happens. I'm gonna want. Yeah, I'll get #2 anyways.
Right.
I mean, I gave my money to Fantastic Four, so the comic. So if I gave my money to that, I try not to give money to Marvel, but sometimes
Lord of Romance one that just relaunched.
For Fantastic Four, yeah. It's on issue 3. It's 3 issues out, and each one of them got like a 5 or 6. They made Sue the leader because everyone knows that the leader is the team is the most important and best character, except for every team ever. Like Wolverine's not the leader; he's the most popular guy. Like, I don't know why they think that making someone the leader forces them to be like the best character. It's like that's not how it works. Like, people like Stormweather, she's the leader. The most popular character is Thing and Human Torch. So she's not even in the 50%. Out of 4 people, she's not even in the top 2. So it doesn't matter what you do.
Crazy. Like, they can just go with her being the most powerful character. Like, right?
Even when they make someone the most powerful character, that also does it because Wolverine is not the most powerful character.
Absolutely. Right? But like, you know, like if you go back, because you and Sean are doing the FFs from basically #1 up to like, you guys are like 106 now or 108.
I just read 114. So
right.
Tomorrow is
114 now.
Yeah. Right. So there's a long string of issues that you guys are into, and Sue probably has the most growth from that first issue
for sure
to the Sue that we have now. Right.
Right. I mean, the first 50, she's may as well not be in that comic.
Right. And so when Byrne kind of rejiggied her power dynamic and made her more modern, that to me was kind of like, that was like the where you would want to put that character, because she's not Reed, she's not Johnny, she's not Ben, and it's not like the X-Men where you have rotating leaders, right? So it never made sense to me. I think that her glow up was getting that power boost personally, and then
the power boost
is early on.
Yeah, the power boost is Kirby. And that's very early on. And she does save the day a number of times under Kirby as well. Like,
which they point out,
there's a town from a bomb. Like, it's crazy. Yeah,
they pointed out there's an issue where they point out to, hey readers, here's times where they literally address the readers, like stands like, hey readers, Susan. So they gave her the power boost. Kirby gave it to her, but the thing is, I think John Byrne maybe figured out how to utilize it slightly, but I haven't read those, so I don't really know.
Yeah, like
part of it too.
When she becomes Malice, sorry, not to cut you off, Sean, but when she becomes Malice, it's a totally different ball game in terms of her power.
Okay.
Yeah, I think part of it too is she was pregnant shortly after that, so they wrote her as like she's out of the team now, and then Crystal comes on board, right? So
which makes total sense. Like,
and Crystal's but here's the thing: Crystal is super powerful.
She's Storm, basically.
She's Storm, but she doesn't do it. She doesn't do much in Fantastic Four because again, there's that ratio of you can only have a certain amount of female characters before it's like right? Like it's like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, right? X-Men has many male characters, so you could have extra females in there, and it doesn't seem as bad. But remember, boys comics, right? If it's all going to be, we go through this when we do the looking at the 60s comics that we were doing. It's like if it's all girls, like what is this, a girls comic, right? Like a boy can have 1 girl character, maybe 2, right?
X-Men was just such a large team; they could afford to do that, and they always split up the teams.
Yeah.
So you never got a whole bunch of characters, not many, all at once. But the roster, yeah, like you said, the roster was so revolving, it didn't really matter that much. You had a couple staples, but for the most part, they came and went all the time. Right?
Maybe late 70s, early 80s Avengers, like when the roster ballooned, because you had like Jocasta, I guess Miss Marvel back then, Scarlet Witch, Wasp, right? So there's 4, and I'm
Wanda.
sure, yeah, well, Scarlet Witch, right? So I'm sure there's some that are slipping my mind, but and Tigra.
Tigra,
Yeah.
So they always had, and then I think She-Hulk would come in whenever she wasn't doing stuff with the Avengers. Sorry, with FF.
Okay.
So it is possible, but in the end, give them great storylines, and then it doesn't matter like who's on the roster,
where they are. Yeah.
They gotta look cool too. There's something. See, Fantastic Four, because they're all wearing the same outfits. Like Thing is clearly the coolest, and then Johnny's a fire guy, and Reed's the smart one. So Sue sort of gets left out. And X-Men, like Storm, everyone cites Storm. Yeah, but Storm looked awesome. Like if you look at Giant Size X-Men #1, which is sort of my favorite solo one comic, everybody in that comic looks friggin' awesome. Like they're all action figures. They're ready to go action figures. Like, you know, and I like that. And then they all have unique, completely different costumes with just like an X. That's it. That shows them they're on that team. Versus Fantastic Four
is a perfect example.
Skylark looks awesome.
Yeah.
Right. You know, and then
weapons amazing.
Doing the weapons like that. That's super cool. So yeah, they lucked out a little bit with in the beginning. X-Men not as much because again, you had just Marvel Girl and they all look kind of the same. You're like, she's boring. Even though I love Jean Grey, I'm wearing my Phoenix today. But like, as soon as you get into that next evolution or whatever of X-Men, it's like everybody looks cool. Rogue looks badass. Like the girls look cool too, right?
Yeah,
definitely. Get to some more comments, and then we're going to dive into some James Gunn. So the Angry Gamer says, hey to all.
Hey, Angry Gamer.
We got that one already. We have Emo Nerd Girl. Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? Also, Emo Nerd Girl, does James Gunn own DC and Marvel? Well, not Marvel anymore, but we'll get back into what he's doing at DC. Classic Comics.
Classic.
Hey, folks. Angry Gamer, the Batman Second Night came out yesterday. The follow-up to First Night, really cool noir-style story.
I've not seen that.
One?
I'm not familiar with that. It might be. It sounds like it. Saf says, hey, what's up? GT James, they were trying very hard in the 210s to make Wolverine the most powerful character. I still, as a Hulk fan, I love Wolverine, but it doesn't stand a chance. I'm sorry.
Against Hulk, yeah.
That's what do you call it?
Doesn't stand a chance against Vindicator.
That's because Vindicator has the power of the Canadians with him.
That's right.
The Canadian powers unite.
All 25 million back then. love that shirt, Sean. That's actually my favorite character out of Alpha Flight for sure. And then we have Tuvaz. Hey everyone, Tiffany here.
Hello.
And then Phil Owens. The Legion of Superheroes probably had the largest female to male ratio.
Yes.
And a roster of 25 with 7 or 8 female. That's a good point.
Yeah, they were nuts.
Yeah. And some great characters there too. J-Man, you know that because
we did. Yeah, Sean and I did 300. We only did the first 300 appearances of the Legion, so you know, we're still that. If they ever make a Legion movie, that's going to be scrutinized to hell. If you thought I was scrutinizing some of these Marvel movies, wait till that movie comes out. That'll be obliterated. I'm like,
they made one. They made that animated thing, and that was awful, man.
Oh, that animated movie is a disgrace to humanity.
Such character assassinations.
Literally, humanity devolved. Remember, like a few years ago, and you're like, "Why is everyone devolved?" That's because that movie came out, and like literally, even if you didn't see it, it just collectively devolved humanity. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
Do please do. I'm not joking on that one. I can joke and lie sometimes, but I'm not joking on that one.
No, yeah.
All right, so let's get to one of the topics, and it's this. About a week ago, maybe a little bit longer ago, James Gunn came up with this on his socials. This one's on Blue Sky. And it's Man of Tomorrow in theaters July 9th, 2027. And the aforementioned
tickets.
You ordered tickets already, huh?
No, I'm just joking.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding with you. But the aforementioned Jim Lee did some promo art for it. So if you're looking for the Luthor armor, I suppose this movie will be up your alley.
Yeah.
Before we get into the article that kind of dives into a little bit more of it, any thoughts? Sean, what are you thinking?
Luthor again? Like, God! Like, I thought he'd be scoring up against like a Brainiac. I think it's gonna be Brainiac. I thought you just want me to talk about this picture here, right?
Nah, let's get into it. Whether you like it, whether you don't.
Well,
I know JMan's gonna have some things. Vaughn's gonna have some things.
Yeah, they team up against a larger threat, so probably Brainiac. It's cool to see the Luthor armor. It's been bastardized to hell by now, to the point where people don't know where it comes from. I would have liked to have seen a riff of the original story where this armor came from, where he has his own planet, and Superman accidentally blows up his planet and, and he comes after him. That's a strong hook. That would have been a cool movie. And, that we're not going to get that perhaps. If the movie armor looks like this, that's cool. At least it looks like the armor. Because I saw some art someone made and claimed it was real, where it was basically Iron Man armor with the color scheme. But I don't know. I don't trust any of this because Superman was basically a DC catalog of other characters except for Superman, and that's my issue. Like, I'll watch this, but like, it's not going to be a great Superman story, which I want. It's gonna, like, once again they're leading with it's Superman. Look, Lex Luthor, and then there's going to be like 10 other guys.
Right.
So I don't know. It's cool. I'll watch anything Superman. I'm just afraid of this becoming just fan events rather than general audience events, which they should be. And which it's devolving into fan events of like, we're all gonna watch it. Families are gonna stay away because they don't care anymore. Anyway, I'll stop talking.
Nah, don't. I like the rant. Vaughn, what do you think?
I like it. It's going to be interesting to see how they interpret it. That's where I'm kind of more trying to figure out how they're going to pull this off as a suit. Right? Truth be told, I never really liked this suit overall. The Lex Luthor suit.
Mm-hmm.
Never cared for it that much, but I get why they had to give him something.
Yeah,
as a 1-to-1 ratio for a thing.
You weren't a Superpowers fan as a kid?
Not much, truth be told. But let's see what they do with it. But that is a good point. My only thing with some of this stuff is it going to be a movie that showcases? Is it actually going to be a Superman movie?
No.
Because as much as the other one was that just happened, it wasn't so much a Superman movie. It was just a DC Universe movie.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. Where Superman is the weakest and dumbest character.
Yeah, it had like points of it. Like it had sections of Superman in it, but it wasn't so much that it was a Superman focused movie, right?
Which is unfortunate because like he's such a great character, right?
Yeah, I know you're tired of him. But yeah, no, I totally get it.
Interesting. J-Man, thoughts?
Yeah, well, this movie will be piss, of course. James Gunn has had how many chances do we have to give this guy? The guy sucks. It's like he doesn't understand Superman. He doesn't understand any aspect of Superman. He doesn't understand how to make a cool movie about someone he doesn't understand. Because even if you don't understand a character, and if I didn't understand a character and someone tells to me, you got to make a movie on this character, I will make that character the best and make him shine. In this movie, as Vaughn said, as Sean and I have discussed privately and on stream, and Stephen and we both discussed as well privately and on stream, it's like it's a DC Universe movie where Superman is the worst character. It's like he's never proven correct. All of his statements are garbage. He says a bunch of things. You shouldn't kill. Why? Show me in the movie why not killing is the right thing to do in the story of this movie. Never gets proven. It's like he never saves any of the Justice Gang, so clearly they're better. Like, where's the part where the Justice Gang comes in and gets beaten to hell and they're all dead? And Lex Luthor's like, you guys are pathetic. And then, dun, 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 here comes Superman. Oh, shit, Superman's here. It's like, sorry, Luthor, too late, right? Or whatever. Would you care to step outside? Something like that. Where's that scene? Where's any scene where Superman wins, and whatever he says is right. It's like, we shouldn't kill. Why? Why shouldn't we kill? According to Mr. Terrific, we should kill because he killed that monster, and that was the right decision to make because the movie didn't show me that it was the wrong decision. So Superman is proven wrong. He's interfering in government in other territories. Why? It's like, well, that you should do that or you shouldn't do that. Well, I don't know. You're not telling me you should. Like, where in the movie does it show that you should do that or shouldn't do that? Superman says, I wanted to because people are going to go die. It's like, okay. So anyways, this movie, the super suit, here's what's going to happen. Lex Luthor is gonna save Superman a bunch of times, and Superman will have to be like, do I trust him or do I not? There's never going to be a part where everyone's dead and then Superman comes and saves them. If that was going to happen, it should have happened in part one. Instead, it didn't. So they're just gonna have Superman beat up again. Lex Luthor's gonna look cool in his suit, and everyone's gonna be like, "Wow, Lex Luthor's so cool! Yeah, that suit is awesome." And then no one's gonna care about Superman yet again. Until this movie, even in the Superman movies I didn't like, I still thought Superman was like the best. At least, like in Man of Steel, it's like, yeah, Superman beat the crap. I was like, screw Zod. Zod's a piece of crap. I don't like that guy. Let him die or whatever, right? It's like, I want Superman to win. In this movie, I'm like, yeah, Superman's like the dumbest character. So you're going to go to the second. If the second movie does fix the errors, then that's fine. But James Gunn can't, because even if he fixes the story errors, you still have the stupid dog, the stupid comedy, which ruins every scene. There's a scene that's about to be good. Superman's going to do something epic, and then the dog like kicks him in the face or something stupid. It's just brutal. Yeah, this thing. So remember when this trailer came out, they threw the can at his head and he flinched. He can't feel that can. Then they went back and changed it. They re-edited the trailer. So that tells me that James Gunn doesn't understand, right? Like, this is the trailer that you're presenting to people to buy some. So here's what happens in trailers. Don't they usually show the best parts? Remember when you were a kid, you're like, hey, they showed all the best parts in the trailer. Well, Timmy, that was to get your ass in the seat. That's why they did that. It's like, now they're showing you, here's what they're presenting you to get pumped up for, right? Like, if you're a salesman, you sell the features of the product. You don't say, yeah, the iPhone, yeah, it gets updated every 5 seconds and all your apps crash. You don't say that. You're like, there's all these great apps and the camera is 75K now instead of 4K. And you say all this crap, right? you don't lead with dumb things like this.
No. And the thing, you're right, because like trailers were so good when Marvel was doing their stuff that they even took scenes out. Like the scene where they're all running in Wakanda. I was waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that scene.
That's all. Yeah. What was that? Was that in Black Panther 1 or 2 or?
No,
Infinity War.
Infinity War trailer where they got you at the end, where they all ran.
And Hulk's running in the background.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
and you're like,
he's not in there.
You're like, yes, and then he's not even.
Not in there.
Infinity
War was still pretty good, and that battle was pretty epic.
Yeah, Thor showing up after getting Stormbreaker. Cool. That might put him in the height.
Yeah. So you just said that now. Thor short right. When Captain America in Endgame is getting beat up, and he doesn't give up. He will not give up. It's like, I'm standing back up with my busted ass shield, whatever. I don't care. And then it's like to your left, right?
Yes.
That is badass. Where is that in James Gunn's like thought process of Superman? Because to me, Superman's my favorite character. I love Captain America, but Superman is like the number one. There needs to be epic moments. Superman 2, Zod is destroying shit. He busts in. He breaks down the door, grabs the girl. It's like, take her with you, and it's right. And then Superman shows up. General, would you care to step outside? You're like, oh fuck! Now it's going down right now, right? This is it right here. Where is that? Like, there's no point where Superman shows up and you're pumped up that he came. That's it. I just want, even in Man of Steel, which I think is a poo movie. Like those people are praying, oh, Superman, we need help and whatever, And then it's like, he comes down. And it's like, and they're looking at him like, oh, well, at least he came and saved them. That little kid in Borovia or whatever is like, Superman, please save me. And then Superman didn't show up. And then Green Lantern's like, well, I'm better than Superman. It's like, apparently you are. And then someone in the comments or someone always makes up some dumb thing. Well, he was doing other stuff. Well, then don't show that scene. Don't show a scene that makes Superman look like he disappointed a kid. Just remove the scene completely. Don't have the kids lift the flag. Remove the whole scene, right? And then it's just like, oh, I want to go there and help them. He's like, you can't. Okay, Green Lantern, you can go help them. Don't show them praying for Superman only for him to not show up. How does that inspire hope? People kept saying, it's all about hope. What hope? Green Lantern showed up and he killed everybody. And then Hawkgirl murdered that Hawkgirl murdered the Prime Minister in cold blood.
Dropped his ass.
What the hell's going on? When is Hawkgirl? And people say, well, Superman doesn't kill. I don't remember Mr. Terrific kill. I know there's been 2 Mr. Terrifics, and I actually like both Mr. Terrifics. I like the original Golden Age Mr. Terrific. He's awesome. And I like the new Mr. Terrific, especially because he has phantasm balls, phantasm spheres.
Yeah, phantasm balls, yeah.
So he's great. He doesn't kill anybody either. What comics are you reading? Mr. Terrific is a scientist. He's like the smartest guy. This Mr. Terrific is one of the smartest DC characters. He can make anything. He's like almost the Reed Richards. So why is he a killer? So that's rubbish too.
Like Reed Richards and Forge put together.
Forge is awesome. Yeah, but yeah, no, that's a super right. That's a good example. So why is he a killer? Like he's like, we're going to kill this kaiju. Why? Why do you kill people? It's like. Couldn't Mr. Terrific and Superman? They can't defeat that thing without. Come on.
Yeah.
Really? No way. Anyway, there's my rant. Sorry.
G.T. James has a great point. Or have a scene where Superman asks the Justice Gang for help instead of them just showing up, right? Like have it be part of the character arc as opposed to kind of like almost denigrating. Like when your name is in the title.
Right.
You should be the most badass in the movie. That's
right. Conan. In Conan's movie, he wins. He kills Thulsa Doom. Not Valeria, who's a 10 out of 10 character. Not Subotai, who's like a great friend and a great companion, right? Yeah. Not Akiro. It's like Conan destroys them all. It's like, and yeah, Valeria kicks ass. She's one of the best female characters in all of cinema, in my opinion. I love her, and that's my wife's favorite character. She likes her the best in that movie.
Yeah.
Right, but she doesn't win. It's like Spider-Man win. So imagine if Mary Jane defeated the Green Goblin. You'd be like, what the hell's happening here? Like,
yeah,
the stupid dog comes in and knocks him over. The guy's bleeding. I don't have any dogs. Sean has a dog. I don't know if you guys have pets, but dogs know their owners are hurt. So it's not like a cat which might not, doesn't care. It's concerned for about 5 minutes and then it just doesn't care.
Cats
they might. They don't care, yeah. But I like cats. I like cats.
Yeah.
No, but the dog's not going to beat the guy. He's sitting there like, oh, and the dog's beating the shit out. I'm like, why? Yeah. Why is a normal dog wouldn't do that? Certainly Crypto wouldn't do it, who's a super smart, a super intelligent dog. Like, it's like, oh, the excuse is it's Supergirl's dog. It's smart. It's not a dumb animal. It has super intelligence, so it wouldn't do that no matter whose dog it was. In fact, it would go to Supergirl and bark and say, "You shouldn't get drunk, Supergirl. That's what morons do. You're supposed to be a hero." Ruff, 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 ruff.
Yeah,
and Supergirl.
And Sean, you can back me up or tell me if I'm wrong on this one. Wasn't Crypto kind of like Lassie in a way, where like could almost figure out what like humans are thinking without being able to talk to them,
and tells the reader, it talks to the reader like a person. It's like, oh, I better go to my master and all, with little thought balloons and stuff.
Right.
So
James Gunn's Crypto's a menace. I'm sorry.
It's the worst character in cinema.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with that character in the Supergirl movie, because it looks like they're bouncing off of Woman of Tomorrow. And he plays a part in it, but doesn't really do much in the rest of the story. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Story in Woman of Tomorrow.
Woman of Tomorrow, yeah, it's Tom King.
Yeah, no, but I only read 3. I only read 3 issues, and then I like stopped buying because it was so awful. But
no, I haven't read any, so I wasn't too sure if Crypto's all the way through the storyline or
not in the first
3
issues.
I mean, I'll spoil it. Like, Crypto gets shot in the beginning. The thing is, they're on a planet with a red sun.
Oh yes,
in the beginning,
right. Yes,
so the Supergirl can get drunk, right? And they introduce that concept in the Superman movie. What's the horse? Comet. Yeah. Comet's in the comic. I don't know if Comet's going to be in the movie, but the thing is, that's coming out next year, and then this Superman movie is coming out the year after. They're really rushing these productions.
Yeah.
And I have to. In the very beginning of all this, I figured that James Gunn knew the master plan of what was being planned for Warner Brothers, Zaslav's plan, right? And I always thought Zaslav was just getting it ready for sale, and now we find out that's kind of what's happening.
Yes.
It's being put up for sale. Paramount is the head bidder. I think there's other bids too.
I think Netflix.
You might be right. You might be right, Vaughn. I think Netflix is in it. But
Netflix is in it now.
Yeah.
And
so
they could put up a good fight.
So let me throw something out there then for the three of you to kind of kick around. Is Vince long for the DCU? Sorry, is James Gunn long for the DCU?
No, I think that's why he's rushing these movies out.
Got it.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I still also think that a lot of it's going to be more so is people are going to be eager to see the other characters. You're going to have 3 Superman-ish movies back to back, and yet we haven't heard nothing about Batman.
Yeah.
Or in some of these other characters. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out. But if they actually do get sailed, my only problem with this stuff, and I get corporate America, but a lot of the stuff is if they sell it right away and they start thinking they're going to replace James Gunn and start a whole new fresh and everything, I'm done watching this shit because I'm not going to keep on starting new storylines all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Vaughn, it's comics. It's just reboot.
Just reboot.
It's different when it's comics, but the movie stuff doesn't give me the same type of energy as well too, because I got to wait a year or something. At least a comic, I know I got to wait a month at least, and I could get a new series and I could get my fill. But you're gonna give me a year to 2 years in between these movies, and they might not actually be good. That's the other thing.
They probably won't be. Is the
Right?
Well, this movie did somewhat decent, and I see Belle Reeve is in the I'm gonna give her a little bit of credit because she's the only person who's still sticking with her. She loves Batman BVS and she loves Man of Steel. Like she loves that Snyder.
I like Man of Steel quite a bit myself too.
Which is that's fine. Now a lot of people in Sean and I's circle have jumped over to James Gunn and pretended like they're all with James Gunn. She is the only one who's maintained that no, this is what I like. So I appreciate sticking to your original thing. You stick to because then I have respect. At least I could say, you know what, I got respect for you. You enjoy that movie and you're fighting for it and you're sticking up for it. I hate if you love it, you stuck up for it, and then now someone comes in with something new, that recency bias or whatever, something new. Oh, this is better. It's like, are you sure? Like,
I still like Man of Steel. Between the soundtrack, the very first, I would say that Man of Steel movie is pretty good up until the final act.
The tornado.
The tornadoes.
I think the tornado. I don't even care so much about the tornado.
Yo, man, we're gonna fight now.
Oh, that's it.
Care.
Fight.
All the objectivist stuff I could do without. I don't know what that's even doing in a Superman movie. Yeah. Like he's a good person. That's it. And he wants to save that bus, and his father's like, no. It's just weird.
Even your dad, who's not superpowered, even your normal dad would tell his normal kid to help. Like it's just so weird. Dad, I could have saved. Well, you should have done something, you dumbass kid. Well, what kind of how did I raise you, boy? Smack. It's like no. It's like it's just
the power of Superman and Superman fighting all these superpowered guys is awesome. That's awesome. But all of I can't get past all the weird philosophy of the film. The tornado. It's like just save your dad, and the whole business of well, you know what? People will come and take you. No, they won't. This is not Alf. This is Superman. It's like they're not gonna take anything. Like, what are you doing?
They're coming for you, Sean.
Yeah. Well, to not do anything to kind of allay your fears, this says it all. Because Gunn was on. This is from Variety, and Gunn was on the Howard Stern show. He said, "Man of Tomorrow is a story about Lex Luthor and Superman having to work together to a certain degree against a much, much bigger threat." Gunn teased about his sequel for the first time. It's more complicated than that, but it's a big part of it. It's as much a Lex movie as it is a Superman movie. I love working with Nicholas Hoult. I relate to the character of Lex, sadly. I really wanted to create something extraordinary with the two of them. I just love the script so much.
Well, you wrote it, Gunn, so of course you love it.
Of course.
So who do you think the big bad is? Because I don't think he's going to go the typical way of Brainiac and Zod. So it might be somebody like maybe Mongol or something like that.
That'd be cool, but
I think it's going to be somebody different than what we're thinking, knowing him, because he likes the odd characters. He's not so much about the standardized characters. Like if you had to choose relaunching a Superman universe and having Mr. Terrific as one of your secondary lead characters, that's a kind of an odd choice myself. Like as a whole. So I think it's not going to be the characters that we're expecting it to be, like your typical Bizarro or Zod, or you know what I mean. I think it's
we haven't had Brainiac. People have wanted Brainiac in Superman 3. Like they did him in Krypton, and actually Lex, John Cryer had the Lex suit in the Supergirl TV show. So we have seen that as well. So I mean, I'm going to go see it. I pre-ordered the 4K for that garbage Superman movie, so I'll be getting that in a few weeks or whatever it is when it comes out. I got the Steelbook 4K. And then I had to get my 4K replacement discs for the Superman collection because, Warner Brothers, every time they bring out a set, it just comes with an email saying, we're going to have to replace these, I'm sure. So here's the email that you can send it to. Every set that comes out. It's like George Reeves, like Thundercats. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's running it. It's always been like that. But, yeah. Why can't it not be Brainiac? I don't I don't know what we're doing here. It's like all this technology. We're making new Superman movies. We made that Superman Returns and Man of Steel. Man of Steel is still General Zod. He was never a popular character before that first movie in 1978. So
R.I.P.
Why not Brainiac?
Yeah. And AI, like it's a natural fit, right?
And that's why I think it's probably not going to be, just based on James Gunn being as oddball as he is. He's never really the one to go with the natural, the straightforward option, right? And seeing that he has the keys to the castle now and he's running it all, I feel like he might do somebody different than your standard fit that everybody's expecting.
It'll be someone normal like Manchester Black, and then you have to fight. I don't know.
No, it's not gonna. They're not gonna do that. Well, I don't know. Maybe they will do.
Oh, maybe they will.
But he's telling you guys in the thing it's Lex Luthor's movie. So what do I don't want the Lex Luthor movie. Remember when you were a little kid and you bought and you were so excited for Lex Luthor? It's like, no, you didn't care about Lex Luthor. You want Superman. It's like. It's same thing with Joker. I like Joker. He's a great character. I like the Penguin. I like the Riddler, but I like Clayface. I don't need a Clayface TV show. It'll be really well done. I know, but I don't care. I'll watch it, and if it's really well done, just like Penguin was really well done, I'll say, but it's not the Penguin, and it will just be not be Clayface, and it'll just be Lex Luthor's movie with Superman guest appearance. I got this cool idea. When is Superman going to be the star of a Superman movie in this new universe that they're starting with Superman? Like, why did you have anybody? Like having Mr. Terrific and those other guys and Hawkgirl and all that. Where's Hawkman? Like, doesn't Hawkman and Hawkgirl normally, aren't they usually together? Like, why didn't they have Hawkman and Hawkgirl instead of Green Lantern and then have Mr. Terrific and the two Hawks or something? But like, and the Justice Gang, like, who cares about these losers? It's like Mr. Terrific was the only character that was heroic. No, he did kill the monster, but he did have some good heroic fights. But like, Hawkgirl's a murderer. Green Lantern's just an idiot. I don't know. And then it's like Superman just gets beat up the whole movie by his dog and everyone else. And then even Lois does more things because Lois pilots Jimmy Olsen gets the information. Lois pilots the thing and reports the story. Like, what does Superman do? He fights himself, who's being remotely controlled by guys on keyboards that Lex Luthor is giving verbal commands to. So Superman is not faster than someone giving verbal commands to a customer service agent who's then typing it in. And Superman doesn't realize that those things are showing his trajectory and stuff. And just like, I thought actually thought it was weird. I thought they were recording devices, and I thought that he was telling Lex Luthor, like tricking him when he was talking to him. I thought, oh, he's leading him. You know what I mean? Like he's pretending, he's getting beat up a little bit and he's pretending and he's going to come back. And I'm like, no, that didn't happen. He's just dumb. And Lex Luthor has a clone of Superman and decides to frame him by potentially finding something in the Fortress of Solitude, which hopefully he can break into. And if he breaks into, there might be something in there that he could use to discredit Superman. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay, or you use your duplicate Superman that you already have and have him fly around and run amok in a costume. And everyone's like, Superman's an asshole. And then some people will say, no, he's not. And then they'll say, here's video evidence that he is. And then some people will deny the video evidence, just like in real life. So, right. And then they'll fight back and forth, as opposed to, oh, look, here's this fake dubbed, it looks like a spaghetti Western. It's like, we are here to send Clark to murder everybody. And the lips don't match. And there's just text at the bottom saying, you see this crap that you can't understand? It says Superman should kill everybody. And then everyone super believes it in 1 second.
They're very fickle in that movie. Yeah.
They literally got to look, Superman's trying to kill us. So nobody in the real world does this, even when there is video evidence. And we've seen that in the real world. They'll still deny it.
He says it, and then he gives Superman his phone. So
look at this, Superman, you loser. You are you this guy? And Superman could have just said, no, that's fake. Oh, okay. I guess it's fake. Superman saying it's fake. But like, it's so weird. That's a weird movie.
Yeah, and
sorry.
And just correct me on this one. Was that pre or post kaiju?
That's post kaiju.
So if a kaiju shows up and he saves the city, he saves Metropolis from a kaiju, how are you now going to be doubting that video? Yeah, like who cares about the video? I saw this man hold up a building and save thousands of people, tens of thousands of people.
And he saved people in, like, he's also he did see. Here's the other thing. Sean said this, the reactionary, it's either hot takes or reactionary. Yeah. Oh, he didn't save enough people in Man of Steel. Okay, he'll save the squirrel and all these other people here. It's like, okay, yeah, but now Superman got beat up, right? So let's see what happens in the next one. He's going to be super powerful. No one's going to be able to touch. I don't think so. James Gunn doesn't like Superman. I have evidence. I watched his movie. He doesn't like the character of Superman. Zack Snyder didn't like the character of Superman, and what Zack Snyder's approach was, I'm going to make it into a character I do like, which is going to be super crazy. He's going to beat the crap out of everybody. He'll be this super big badass guy, and he's going to try to find himself to give it some kind of story. So Zack Snyder interpreted it in a different way. He didn't like Superman the way Superman is, so he reformed him. James Gunn didn't like Superman and thinks that this is what Superman is. He watched that Kill Bill Volume 2 where Bill explains what Superman is, and I love Tarantino. I love all of his movies, but that entire Kill Bill dialogue was wrong. Anyways, I should do a video on that.
Yeah. Let's get to some comments.
Sorry.
The Bell Reef. No, this is great.
Yeah.
I don't like the way Mr. Terrific was talking to Superman when he was down.
I don't like that either. Mr. Terrific is a good person. He's a good guy. He's like a friendly character. What Mr. Terrific comics are they reading?
He works with Superman in the Fortress of Solitude to solve things. And
Mr. Terrific is one of the coolest new characters that we have. I don't understand. I've read many of his. He's like the nicest guy. I don't know him. Oh God. All right.
Yeah. Tuvaz says, "Is there anything? If there's anything to complain about, then don't get me started on Hawkgirl. Ridiculous.
Yeah, she was crazy.
What is this podcast, or where's this podcast where someone said Krypton annoyed them like the goats in the last Thor movie? I can't lie. I don't remember those goats. I maybe have put them out of my mind.
I don't remember them.
You remember that one? The goats?
Yeah, was it the ones that was pulling the chariot?
Yeah.
I don't remember what they did. Like Love and Thunder, I've blocked out of my mind.
They're just loud and annoying.
Amnesia.
They scream a lot. Yeah.
They are his. They are in Norse mythology, I believe. They are.
I just don't remember them in that movie because there's a lot about that movie. I just try to.
I think in one of the Norse myths they eat them and then they grow back.
Something like that.
Yeah, like they're a constant source of food, and as long as you maintain the bones, they grow back. And then Loki destroys some of the bones or something, and then it grows back without a leg or something like that. That's one of my. I got to pull out the Norse myth book.
Go Loki, man, for sure. Yeah. Brennan, nice head, Steve. Go Jays. For you nerds, that's a baseball team from Toronto.
I know what baseball is. That's the one on the ice. Give me a break.
When you hit a home run past the goalie.
They should have a goalie in baseball.
Yeah, thanks, Brennan. No, hopefully the Jays will do some damage.
Jays are on fire, man.
Really,
oh, Sean, you don't know anything. Stop it.
Let's go.
Sean's trying to be all in. You're not in.
No, everyone at work is freaking out about them, man. So yeah.
Go Jays. The Angry Gamer, just give us an older Batman full Rose Gallery without the origin story.
Yeah, I don't want the 2-year Batman, the 3-year Batman.
Yeah, for sure. Because you know what? It works. It worked with like Daniel Craig's Bond, but I want to see everybody moving at the same time. Also, for this one reason, time is a factor. And you don't want to have 3 movies where everyone's getting up to speed with relationships.
Right,
have them be established, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it, at least.
Yeah.
Classic Comics. Netflix will buy WB and revive the Snyderverse, baby.
No, that one. I think that is finally done. I think it is finally done.
And then Bell Reeve says, I 100% understand why some fans don't like the Snyderverse, so I get it.
Yeah, she loves the Snyderverse, but she's been like preaching that since day one. Still preaching it.
But respect, stand on business, toes first for sure.
Yeah.
Phil Owens, Pa Kent telling Clark he should maybe let kids die. Maybe that's one of the reasons why.
That was weird.
That's
why he let the tornado kill him. It's like, I don't need
go.
this shitty advice anymore.
The Bell says, do you think that Batman, Robert Pattinson, would end up being part of the DCU?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I don't think it fits the style that he's going for in that universe.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
I don't
We
think
should
so.
just call it and say that the Batman 2 is not going to happen. They might have some sort of contractual obligation. I don't know.
I thought it was a go, Sean. I thought they were doing it.
It's in or out. I thought there were health problems too.
He had health problems, but he just finished the script a little while ago, and
this is the director.
Just announced that they finished the script, and James read it, and they're getting ready to push for filming next spring or something like that.
Yeah, 2026 is going to be like DC Productions, man.
Yeah, it's going to be.
To me, then what is this? A reboot or no? Like you're in or you're out?
It's not.
What's happening?
It's a separate. It's an Elseworlds thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be within the normal continuity of Elseworlds. The James Gunn stuff is going to be separate from it.
I'll watch it, but I didn't like the Batman. So
right. Pedro Pascal, Phil says, as Vartox.
As Vartox.
I don't even know if that man has enough time to film anything else. He's in everything. And Bell, I agree. Brainiac is so overdue. And let's be honest, when it comes to the animated universe, Brainiac's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with Brainiac. I feel like being a person that's watched Brainiac in so many different iterations on the animated side, the video game side, and whatnot, that's maybe where I'm sick of it. I've seen Brainiac because in all the mediums, he is the point character of all that stuff. Except for like the TV shows and whatnot, they do them, but they don't do them to the same level. But on anything that's animated, that's not live action, it's always Brainiac. And Brainiac's always the big bad for the most part. Video games, animated series, all that stuff, it's always a Brainiac. TV movies, all that stuff, it's always Brainiac. So I'm just like, okay, I myself personally is sick of Brainiac. And the fact is, too, not just on thing, if everybody's hating on the fact that this Superman's not as brilliant as he seems compared to other things, that you're going to be hard-pressed to get this guy to beat Brainiac. Like Lex.
You can call Mr. Terrific.
But the problem is, as well, too, is just like, then it's like, my thing is, Mr. Terrific is good for the first movie. You can't have all these, like, going back to what your guy's saying, and it makes it kind of poor. Like, it's not a Superman movie anymore. It's an ensemble movie, right? Like, as much as everybody shits on the Snyderverse, you knew what those movies were. They're about the characters. Whether they're character building to its detriment or not, it was about the characters, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man of Steel is about Superman. Like, he's clearly the main guy. He's clearly the best. He beats the crap out of everybody. Like,
right. But and I get it. James Gunn has his style. And they chose him for a reason. That's the direction that they wanted to go in, because he had to pitch all this stuff kind of beforehand. That's what he wanted to bring into the universe, and they agreed it. So that's their choice.
We'll just overthinking things. Like, are they overthinking? In just in general for Spider-Man? Like, it's like you bought go back to when you were a kid. You bought a comic. It's like he's fighting Scorpion. That's it. He fights Matt Gargan in that one issue. JJ. That's it. Like, one movie, 90 minutes, done.
I think you're damned if you do, damned if you don't in a lot of ways, because, they're overthinking it. But then what happens is when you go into doing something and you be like, okay, I'm just going to do this. And then people are going to complain, oh, this doesn't have enough of this, or doesn't have enough of that, or it's this too much. And that's where, and not to try to get philosophical with all, it's just not, we're at the level of consumption is so high. You can't just do a straight storyline now and say that and everybody's going to be pleased. Like an A to B storyline with no breaks, that's not enough. You look at the old Supermans, that's what they were. But now you have all these secondary plot points, like as much as it was whatever, but like you had Jimmy Olsen, like almost like spy detective now trying to help Superman out get all the things. So you have all these A and B and C and tertiary storylines to keep people's attention. So it's different now, right? You never have that before. In the 80s, it would just be an action movie, and it would just go from like a point A to point B, and that's all it took, right? You didn't have as much deviations than the standard movie does, right? Now, so
yeah, even Batman '89 as an example, which is it's just Joker. It's Batman versus Joker. He defeats him. That's the end of Joker. Yeah. Next movie, they shouldn't have even had Catwoman. It should have just been Penguin, and that's it, nothing else. And they should have just had Catwoman on her own. Maybe Catwoman because she's like not a straight up villain, you know, she can kind of be in the world with other characters, so she can almost be like a supporting character in ongoing films,
love interest kind of thing.
Sure, yeah. So
it's a little bit different when you do the love interest kind of play, right?
But for part 3, so Batman Returns, I would still accept as okay, Catwoman's in because you got rid of Vicky, but then Batman 3, it's like no, the Riddler and Two-Face do not go together, like. They just literally picked the 2 next most popular guys and put them together and just forced the crap out of it. It's like, why would Riddler team up with Two-Face? Like, how does this? I don't get it. And then the excuse is he flips the coin. Oh, look, you're okay. So we're good now.
I would say that's probably the first instance of they're doing too much, and that might be the origin of.
That is the origin.
Now we have a next movie that we're doing. The first one was decently successful. We have to one up it, so it's not add more characters. Let's add more characters. Let's add more characters, right? I think that could be the origin story of all the stuff that we're dealing with now in Hollywood, where it's not just one character anymore. It's got to be a triple, like it's got to be 1 versus 3.
I'd go further back though. I would go back to Returns. I think the fact that Returns was so successful, was them saying we could fit 2 villains in. But I agree with you. Like those Schumacher movies were like. It was like just eye candy and nonsense shoehorned into like a Rubik's Cube. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, like Mr. Freeze, Bane, Floronic Man, and Poison Ivy. There's 4 villains because people forget about Woodrow. He's a guy. Mm-hmm. You got 4 super villains in that movie.
And 3 bats. If I'm
right, and
right.
three bats. I mean, and then there's so much they couldn't even work in. They're like, well, why is background? Just make her the niece and whatever. Like it's just like so random. It's like, oh, it's Alfred's niece. Like
Alfred's niece. That's right.
It's so weird.
And we almost got Man-Bat in Batman Forever. So
Man-Bat. That's
somehow,
right. Yeah, Man-Bat, and Two-Face and Riddler. And it's like, it's not Billy D. Two-Face. It's like, it's what's his face Two-Face, who flips the coin many times because that's what happens in comics, right? He just keeps flipping it until it's the desired outcome. So Two-Face is a time-based villain, not a chance-based villain. He'll eventually get heads or the scratched one, right? He sat there and he flipped it. He's like, nope. And he flipped it again. I'm like, why are you flipping it again? Like, that's not a thing.
He's like Vegas. Like, he's on odds. 50-50.
I like how he has 2 girlfriends. What happens if he walks the other way? Then it messes up his room because he's walking, and then what if he turns around and oh shit, I left something at the front door. He's got to turn, and he's like, oh shit, now I don't match, my outfit doesn't match my room anymore.
Yeah, Batman's plus 33 to lose, but give Two-Face the points, I guess.
Right.
Ridiculous. Oh my goodness!
And Joel Schumacher's the 5th villain.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I think we've kind of exhausted Soups. So let's move over from Marvel, over to Marvel with the X-Men, and in honor of Sean and the lovely cover that you're holding up there, JMan.
Yeah, that's I was like, hey, you put this as this is clearly the best cover, and I think Vaughn did this one.
And this made Vaughn's probably year is Joe Mad drawing X-Men again. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna put that up full screen on you there. Can you hold it up again?
Yep. There you go.
That cover is a banger.
Is awesome. That is awesome. I'm not a big fan of just posing, but this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
This would make a sick tattoo. I have space up here, so I could probably like get that. That would be awesome. And I pulled out the old.
Oh, the old one?
the old ones. It's all 4 of them. I taped it up I put them together, so it's the 4. It's only 4 issues. But this Wolverine was awesome. I got the figure of that too, which I didn't get. I don't know where that is. It's in my Wolverine box.
So the cool thing about Age of Apocalypse, not just that it turns 30, but it kind of, I guess it's that whole Heroes Reborn era, everything. Like this was their side of the Heroes Reborn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the multiverse, kind of poking its head into comics big time.
Well,
With-
actually, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I didn't even realize. Is that the first multiverse one?
I'm trying to figure out. I think
Well,
it might
Multiverse, I mean, like DC did it a lot.
No, but like absolutely, DC had like Earth Infinity,
Yeah.
Yeah, Earth
One,
Beat. I mean,
That's
Earth
right.
2 and all that was from day one. Yeah.
but
yeah.
like Marvel's. This is like Marvel putting their foot straight into a multiverse.
Yeah.
And it like on a personal note as well too. Age of Apocalypse also kicked off the career of Ken Lashley, Canadian artist,
Mhm.
Right.
superstar artist. Because one of his first books was Age of Apocalypse, and then I think he went to do Excalibur.
Yeah,
So like,
He did, I
there's
think
a-
he actually did the Excalibur crossover one.
Yeah.
And that's what he got known for, right?
Yeah.
right? So
There's stuff like
it was a massive
My-
one. I remember my computer's Siri's listening in here. I remember when I guess Xavier and Magneto became Apocalypse
Right.
and merged together, and how crazy that was.
Right. Yeah, they allude to it
You
too.
mean Onslaught when they merged
Onslaught.
together?
Right.
Onslaught, yeah.
Onslaught,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
my old man brain's kicking in.
Yeah.
But when they became Onslaught, and then this is basically part of that whole mass. Because would you say the X-Men were the ones that had like the best crossover events?
Events, yeah. Yeah,
For
I look
sure.
forward to them.
Yeah.
Inferno, Age of
Yeah.
Apocalypse,
Yeah.
Phoenix, not Phoenix Shadow. What was the one with the Morlocks? And they all get killed in the tunnels. Oh, I can't remember the name of it.
But even like I like the Executioner's song and all that too.
Yeah,
Was that-
Like Cable kills Professor X. You're like, whoa.
right. Which one had the legacy virus, Fawn? Because you're the X-Men guy.
The Legacy virus, I think, was after that. I don't know if they actually did a full crossover for that one, like a big event one.
Mutant Massacre.
That's it. That's the one with the Morlocks.
That's the one with the Norlocks, yeah. And that was the one with that's when Mutant Massacre. Is that the one where Gambit is discovered to be a plant from Mr. Sinister?
I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
what they did was they retconned that. They don't actually never show Gambit, but then you find out later Gambit was the instrument of
Right.
the Mutant Massacre for Mr. Sinister.
To be honest with you, as a Spider-Man fan, and like I collected Spider-Man and Hulk, X-Men was like basically Y&R. But
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And when someone's mother, father,
oh my god!
brother,
And then like
you know,
retconning
everybody, yeah.
Nightcrawler, like because like Nightcrawler's
What?
Mystique's kid and all that. I'm like, what?
yeah.
Yeah.
Even in this is like the one guy who's Xavier's son, like
Legion.
dies or whatever
Legion,
because he kills Xavier. It's like everyone's really somebody.
Cassandra Nova later on, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
she was in the womb with him. It's like, what? Like, what the heck's going on?
I was gonna say because I know Jason was looking this up, but like Marvel flirted with alternate futures all the time, with Guardians of the Galaxy sort of being the same future as Killraven.
Right.
Kind of Maestro was a whole other future.
Mhm.
This was the one where it's like, okay, these are actual alternate timelines that we can just bounce in and out of.
Yeah.
Sort of, right? Vaughn, I don't know.
Oh no, yeah, that's totally what it was because it all
Yeah.
started. Truth be told, it all started around the time of what was it? It was when Scott and Jean's kid got sick, so that
Right.
was kind of one of the tipping points. And then they sent him to the future in X Factor.
Wait. Madeline's kid.
It was,
Yeah,
no,
Madeline.
it was Jean's kid. Oh, it might be Madeline's. No, it's Jean's kid because this was X Factor after Inferno.
Jesus,
And
Jesus never had children though. Or is this other than Rachel? Because I thought Rachel was.
That's a future kid, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing about X-Men.
This is the problem. I love X-Men, but I don't know anything. It's like here's how I read X-Men comics. Whatever happened in that comic is what happened.
Yeah.
And then another one comes out later. I'm like, well, I don't know. I guess it's this now. I can't figure it out.
This is the plight of Chris Claremont.
Well,
Keeping the timelines together.
For sure. I'm gonna GT James has an amazing comment here because I have no idea. I'll have to go look this up. Aren't Bishop and Cable from two different timelines and the 2099 series?
The 2099 is a whole other thing. Yeah.
That's a whole other thing. 2099 is a whole different thing, and Bishop and Cable are from two different timelines. Bishop is from the Days of the Future Past timeline,
right? With Rachel.
And Cable's the legacy virus.
And then Cable's the legacy virus. Yeah. Right.
I obviously didn't smoke enough weed to be an X-Men fan.
Yeah. This is see. You know what the problem? I'll tell you the problem with the two people on top of us. Right. The problem is that you weren't reading the X-Men correctly. I was reading is that these guys all look cool and they're just destroying shit. That's the way I wasn't sitting here thinking when Executioner's song came out. I wasn't thinking what timelines. I was like, listen, I don't know. There's a cool guy with this awesome helmet. And he's Cable's, Strife, right? And he's Cable. I wasn't thinking about. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Wait a minute. That just contradicted. I didn't think about ants, and then forget. Who cares?
Yeah, Strife is Cable and whatever.
And Cable is future Nate and whatever. Yeah. Forget about all this crap. It doesn't. And somebody asked me in one of our chats, "Oh, is Magneto the father of Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch?" I said, "If you want him to be, then he is." That's the answer.
Wait. We need Maury Povich. You are the father.
No, he is the dad. He is the dad.
He is sometimes he's not.
Yeah. Right.
I was never a fan of Inferno. I think that is very, very thin to me. But like I felt all these other crossovers in the 90s were very tight knit. Like you could see a story in there, and they would allude to things and then follow through with them. It was like a real story. I don't know who was the overall editor of X-Men at the time.
That was Chris Claremont. That was running.
Chris Claremont, yeah.
Chris was the editor as well too.
I think so. And after a little bit after, then Fabian Natas, I think, took over.
Oh, Nicieza?
Fabian.
Yes.
Fabian took over, and he was doing X-Force, X Factor, and a couple things like that. Because totally towards the end of when
Bob Harris.
Bob
Harris was the editor.
I was all into that stuff. You started losing me around the Strife, a little bit around Executioner song. That's when you started losing me. Going back to your point about Inferno being a little bit thin, I think Inferno was the first one that they started doing. That was the first one of the X-editor den, the writer's den of the X-editor that they were trying to do kind of
retreats, right?
Yeah, crossovers in other books, right?
Yeah.
In regards to the X series. So that one was, and really that was a setup for them to kind of fake their own death, for them to kind of do the pause for a little bit and break all the characters up into different kind of salvos and things like that. So it was, and that was a little bit earlier too, because Inferno was like what?
80s.
Late 80s?
Well, Silvestri was drawing them.
Yeah, he was drawing them. So that was like 20 something to like 230s. He all the way up to like the 230 somethings. He drew them for like at least 20 to 30 issues before he ran over to Wolverine and stuff like that. And then Jim Lee jumped on around 248 on and off and 260 something. He was in the 50s and stuff like that. And then he really started around 267, 268. And then he went all the way up to 290. And then he rebooted and went to X-Men #1. And then he was doing X-Men #1 to 11, and that's when they all jumped ship and went over to Image. But you had Claremont writing most of that stuff all the way up until just before Executioner's song, I think, is where he started kind of losing his editorial power.
Yeah.
A little bit, maybe a little bit before that, and then around 270 somethings, right?
Yeah.
I actually had all that on my phone because I was trying to get some of those issues. I actually had the exact issue numbers that you were talking about, like who started when, but I can't seem to find it now.
Yeah.
But I liked Inferno. I recently reread Inferno, and if you ignore the New Mutants issues, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
tie-ins.
The mutant stuff was pretty light.
Yeah. But the rest of it's kind of cool. Like, I mean, Madeline Pryor is pretty badass, and she looks cool.
Yeah, all that stuff and some of the X Factor stuff was pretty good too, right? I really actually enjoyed X Factor around those times, and then you had Archangel made his debut and all that kind of stuff.
Got that issue, man. I got that. Oh, I love Archangel.
good.
Yeah. One of the first comic book shop I ever went to, I bought 3 of those little PVC guys. I got Archangel, Wolverine in the brown costume, and Nightcrawler. Yeah. And I've got all those on my shelf, like up there from like day one. Had them like, those are cool. Yeah, Inferno was neat. And I like how they had everything in the corner. Yeah, where you could tell in like Acts of Vengeance,
the Secret Wars 2 thing.
The Secret Wars 2 thing. I know, yeah. But that's neat. Then you're like, oh. And
Deadpool made fun of that when they had a Secret Wars 2 crossover. It was like 1990 something.
Yeah. Going back to Age of Apocalypse. I mean, truth be told, I think Age of Apocalypse. I didn't realize until probably the pseudo 20 years now, looking at it again. Age of Apocalypse was way bigger than.
We're gonna get to how big it is, Vaughn, because I'm gonna read you the titles. All right. Yes. But before we do that. Make sure that you subscribe to our guests. We've got JMan. This is his link. And then we've also got Deceptisean.
Yeah.
Make sure you check their YouTube channels out and like and subscribe because we're streaming these to all the platforms as well as Mega J's crew for sure. But Vaughn, you're talking about how big Age of Apocalypse was?
Yeah, because I started filtering out of comics a lot. Not so much filtering out, but it was like in that era where all the guys that I liked as artists and writers started leaving.
Well, they're an Image.
Yeah, so then I kind of followed. But I didn't realize how big it was until looking back on some of those books. And I still do have some of those books to my chagrin. I didn't even realize I have a lot of them. But yeah, no, it's kind of wild. Like,
I've got it all here. I've got the omnibus digital. If you want to see it for a second, it's like 1,000 pages. I shared it out. So, yeah,
it's crazy.
So starting out with Legion Quest.
Good old Joe Mad right there. That's what it is. No, not his first thing, but that was Joe Mad right there.
So here they all are. Legion Quest. So that's Uncanny X-Men 320, 321, X-Men 40 to 41, Cable 20.
Oh, Roger Cruz. Wow, that's the name.
Bringing back the names, man.
Yeah.
Then it was X-Men Alpha.
And this. Do you guys remember the Earth? Was this Earth 295 or something like that? Do you remember what Earth it was?
remember what I said earlier?
Yeah. That was not a J directed question.
Look how cool Wolverine looks. That's why I got it.
got one hand, half the claws, but
look at that. Larry Hama was writing Weapon X. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, there's the screen. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, Weapon X. I've got those. Those are the ones. That's the only ones I've got.
Warren Ellis did the Excalibur with Ken Lashley there. Mm-hmm. Andy Kubert.
Sorry. There.
Jeff Loeb. Yeah, Jeff. It's funny. Jeff is one of those chameleons where you're like, you don't realize how long.
Jeff, but also too, Scott Lobdell. What happened to him?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's an oddball. He was interviewed by one of our friends on another channel.
One of our buddies, 1407 Gray Malkin. He was a great guy. He did a lot of videos, and he kind of stopped. He's a friend of Bill from Comic University,
right? And
so he's like one of our guys. And he had him on, and like.
For like 2 hours, no one watched it.
There's literally twice as many people watching us now than there was watching that. And it's really sad. And I actually felt bad. I messaged, I was like, dude, like this is I can't believe it. This is crazy.
Dude. That's a huge score.
And you know what it is, man? This kind of stuff. That's why I'm saying the comics, they don't really care. These people don't, if it's a movie thing, like you can get like the gaffer on Infinity War, and then that'll be like, everyone will watch that versus like, a writer or an artist or anybody you get. But yeah, Adam Kubert.
So look at some of these names. Off
movies, really.
Some of these names are kind of surprising me because some of these names I didn't realize they're in the comics this long. The Age of Apocalypse, The Chosen. If you look at the pencils, Ian Churchill, Salvador Roca,
wow. Steve Scrooge,
even look, there's
Tim Sale.
Yeah, look at that.
Tim Sale, Carl Kerschel, Terry Austin as the inkers, though. That's the part that surprised me. Look at the inkers.
Dan Panosian was inking.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, come on.
He's rocking covers. He was doing that Wonder Woman cover, that absolute Wonder Woman cover is still a banger.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, like look at, so this is everything in this. So I have everything that has the words age and apocalypse in it. So if you want to see any comic, it's on here. But I mean, look at this is crazy. I actually started writing a list out to see, is it possible to get all these back issues somehow? I don't think they're worth that much. Like the only ones I have is Weapon X because it's Wolverine.
So I'll tell you right now what I have. I have X-Men Alpha. I have the Amazing X-Men 1-4, Astonishing X-Men 1-4, X Factors. I probably have a good chunk of these.
I have X Factor 1-4.
Yeah, I have the Excaliburs. I have the Weapon X's. I have the X-Man. I have the Age of Apocalypse, The Chosen. I have
X-Man is Vulcan, right?
Yeah, I have the X-Man Omega as well too.
So that's pretty damn good, Vaughn. You got like almost all of it, pretty much.
Dude, when you hear that I was an X-Men collector, I was an X-Men collector.
So, Vaughn, what the heck was Gambit and the Externals? I have no idea what that is.
It was pretty much his team. So he splintered off because that's when they started learning that Gambit was kind of playing both sides. And they kind of played it up in this storyline a little bit because I think, I don't know if it's before this or a little bit after this, they kind of find out that, like the same thing, Gambit was an agent of...
Sinister?
Yeah, Sinister, right? So they had trust issues, according to them.
There's Legion.
Yeah. Legion, and everybody's doing their best. Actually, go back. Who's the pencil? Is this Fraga?
Man, this
is the first.
It's got a little bit of Lashley.
Does it say in here? Yeah, I was thinking that. Oh, they blacked out the. Okay, so
it's got
that is
Lashley.
That was 320.
So Roger Screws, Ron Garney, and Ian Churchill. Okay,
it might be Cruz.
Andy Kubert, Ron Garney.
It could be Cruz.
Might be Cruz.
Roger
Cruz.
Cruz.
A little bit weird though because there's a couple of different inkers there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's a mad cover for sure, but this is where I'm kind of getting lost. Is the insides.
Yeah. So I was gonna cover all. I even made a graphic for it. I was gonna do all of Age of Apocalypse. Right now I'm on X-Men 97 or something, or 98. So I'm doing one X-Men video a week. But I was gonna actually do a separate Age of Apocalypse thing, and then I was like, it's too big for now. I'm like, I'll put it on the back burner and do it another time because Sean and I have been doing the Fantastic Fours and Avengers, but. This is where they come. What happens here? Yeah, like they're just learning about stuff. I think. Yeah. I don't know. Is this part of it? Is this? It's kind. I guess because Legion's doing stuff, it's kind of part of it. But
yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at this and I can see every single
Jim Lee reference. Every Jim Lee reference, man. Absolutely.
But I gotta say, this is really exciting to me. Like. This is the last time, or even like up to the Image guys, right? Up to including the Image guys. That was the last time where I was excited. I was like, this just looks like, something cool is going on in this comic, right?
You're 100% correct because you know what? And this is not to say that I'm nostalgic for this time necessarily, but this looks like a comic book.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Laid out. Exciting. I'll say the only thing is the 90s-ness of it. Everyone's jacked. Like even like Magneto is supposed to be like 70 or something like that. He's like super jacked. It's like
he eats right.
Because you know what? Because it's a comic and it looks cool. Look, I want badass Magneto, right? I don't want I'm this frail guy or whatever. It's like why isn't It's supposed to be exciting and cool. And they keep saying, everyone keeps saying, oh, the X-Men. Listen, I don't think nobody read this and thought, oh, I don't want to be an X-Men. You're like, you want to be an X-Men. You're like, what's my mutant power going to be? I'm going to be a jacked up, pumped up guy and fight evil and all this stuff. All of this stuff that people think about after the fact later on, oh, it's all of the comics had all this messaging and all that. The messaging was that you want to be a hero and kick the crap out of people. Like, that was the message. It's like, right? And tell a good story that's exciting. Like, look, they're right away, even when there's not action, it looks exciting.
Yes. Yeah. Like there's a kinetic energy in this art from not just like the angles, but everything that's in it. Stances, just everything about this screams something's happening.
Yeah, look, she's like, right, falling down. Yep. And it's like, boom, here we got Guardian and all those guys, like, and that was the first issue. That looks super cool.
That first issue was bonkers.
A wizard.
I could probably tell you what
I remember this cover. This
is a very familiar one, right? This with the sitting.
This is Andy. This is when nobody was giving Andy Kubert his love,
but he deserved it though.
Yeah.
See, okay, look at Professor X. This guy looks. How did he get jacked? It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he got jacked because he's awesome.
He's been working so he can do the wheels.
That's
why.
See, look how badass this is. That's how I'm going to stand around. I'm going to lean and have
and the lighting and everything. Come on.
Yeah.
That's Magneto, right? He could be
Magneto.
That's Magneto, yeah.
He could be Sabretooth in that shot.
Well,
look at that.
Look at Angel.
Look how badass that picture is.
Exactly. Look at Archangel. This guy's the greatest. Look at how awesome that is. It's like super dynamic. He's coming forward. It's like all this cool stuff. Like that's a cool, like that's a poster.
Yes.
Right? Every page could be a poster. Like,
yes.
Look at this. Cyclops, the greatest character of all time. Look how badass. It's like, that's how I literally stand around like that. When I go to the office, I stand around like this. It's like, this is who I am. And it's like, look, Gambit is always lighting up. Gambit has smoked 4 trillion cigars because every time he's lighting up, when does he finish one? I feel like he's always lighting one up.
He's always lighting one up. Yeah.
You know why? Because that's cool.
Because fire looks cool.
Because fire looks cool. Yeah. You watch. I just on this weekend I watched about 5 or 6 spaghetti westerns, the 3 Sergio Leones, and a few other ones, and they light a cigarette every scene. Every time they cut back to anybody, because it looks cool.
Don't do this at home, kids, but it looks cool,
right? And then people are like, oh, you shouldn't smoke and all that. Everyone knows that. We know we're not supposed to smoke, but it looks cool in comics. It's like Gambit. Why does Gambit look cool? Because he has a trench coat and he smokes and he's got Rogue as a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. That's it. Well, you see, he represents. No. He doesn't represent anything. He's a cool guy in a trench coat.
That's what he represents, Jay. He represents being badass.
He represents being right. This is the point of all of this. It's right. Like when you stop pretending, it's like this other thing. It's like, look, and because people pretend, here's where comics I think went wrong. When people started to attribute all this stuff to them, then they felt like, oh, there's a responsibility in comics that now we have to tell more stories that, will touch people and it'll address some issues or something. No, it can address them by way of having them part of the story where everyone is awesome and kicking the crap out of people, and you can address stuff that way. But trying to attach all this hyper importance to it then makes it seem like, oh, now if I'm a writer, I have to have this really deep story. Yeah, how about this story? Kid Colt shoots these asswipes that are beating up this guy. That's the story. That's the latest Kid Colt I read. They're whipping this old man, and Kid Colt says, stop it, and shoots them. I'm like, that was awesome. It's like, that's what representation of that is. I don't know. People are dicks. That's the representation. Like, look, she's all beat up. Cyclops isn't like, oh, let's go knit a sweater. He's like, we gotta figure this shit out, right? So she's like, Legion, oh shit, Legion, right? Like, look, she's all beat up. These guys are pissed off. Like, look how awesome this is. Look, even when they're sitting around having coffee, look at Bishop, man. Holy crap! It's like, just like the big super.
He's flexing just reading the newspaper.
Yeah, he does not skip arm day, and Betsy looks great. But
Storm's hair is like coming out of her. She's like powering her hair. Like, there's no need to do that.
and for anyone who's an aspiring artist, this panel here, these pages right here where they're just having coffee,
Yeah.
those are the ones that get you work. If you can nail these and make it exciting or make it look cool, you're going to get a job.
Even this guy back here, you can see my mouse. Look, this guy's some old balding man. Even look at his back.
Yeah.
Just like this, like, right? That's the civilian.
Yeah.
Even the civilians are awesome. I wish I had this guy's back. Like look at, like, here, look, I'm sure. Wait, what's going on here? Look, I'm an awesome guy. You know why I'm awesome? Because I got like steam coming off me and shit. Like,
coming off. I like that.
Yeah.
No one really did that before.
Yeah, that's Iceman.
Yeah. It's like, look how cool Iceman. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say, once we get into the actual apocalypse like timeline, all of the armors, I remember the armors looking awesome.
Yeah.
Like Holocaust looked amazing. He was like a big fat skeleton inside a big fat armor.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, look at this. Magneto in civilian clothes is super jacked. He's so good. He has to stand in multiple panels. He's like, I can't just stand in one panel like that. Right? It's like he's so pumped. He's got to be in multiple panels, and then his shadow is his costume because it's like, well, you got to see the helmet. Yeah. Like, so someone drew this, and then they're like, well, where's Magneto's helmet? It's like, well, he's not wearing it. Well, you got to have it somewhere because it's awesome. Okay, we'll have it in his shadow. Perfect. And then someone's going to go online and be like, this isn't realistic. Your shadow doesn't cast your costume. And I know, but it's to tell the readers who this is.
Little Andy Kubert.
Yeah, but like, look, Mega J, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey guys.
Looks like you've had an age of apocalypse yourself.
Oh, bro, let me tell you.
Toronto traffic.
No, it's not. It's not traffic. I'm arranging. Obviously, we're still moving. Like that's can you believe that? It's still moving after like 2 months. And we got a deal for some furniture, and I was sure, no problem. We can get it in and out, 2 hours max. Yeah, that did not happen. So,
well, congrats on the furniture.
Yeah, appreciate that. I just literally wanted to pop in again because I still got to finish moving the rest of it out. So I'll pop back in, but I just wanted to say hi again. And that is quite the panel, I got to tell you.
Oh yeah, just commenting on, like, Magneto is so jacked and awesome that he has to stand in multiple panels because one is not good enough, and his shadow casts his costume because see, everything in these comics is based on being awesome.
The problem with a cast shadow of Magneto is because it's so it's just a round helmet, right? There's not much pure definition there, so they had to do something else, right? So
exactly.
But I love that they do the red lines to denote everything.
That's
like
awesome.
It's just cool. Right?
Was this Jim Lee or was it one of his one of his
Andy Kubert?
Oh, Andy Kubert. Okay.
Look at that. Like, that's crazy.
The tight pants, man. I love those tight freaking pants.
Ladies gentlemen, I got to run out of here. I got to be back here in the morning really early, so I got to get home.
All right, Ron.
All right, Vaughn.
Have a good night,
Take
guys.
it easy. Good night.
Until next time.
For sure. Thanks for joining, man. I'll see you this weekend.
And I gotta pop out in about 5 minutes as well.
Yeah, we're gonna be winding it down anyway because we've kind of hit everything else. So, but just look at this. This might be like before, maybe like the 210s with Civil War and stuff like that. This might have been the last hurrah of that age of comics where everything was just.
Let's go further.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Look at that.
Was this where Madria cut his teeth around this time, right? Like this was
Joe Mad was kicking it around this time. Yeah. Oh, what's her name?
Domino.
Yeah, look at this.
Domino.
See, like, remember, it's like, okay, I got this idea. Let's make everyone badass. You're reading this comic as a kid, and you're like, I want the figure of everybody in this comic. It's like, I want every character.
And Sean, it doesn't even have to make sense. It just has to look cool.
Right.
This was the extreme era of comics. Like everything, as long as it looked awesome on the page, that's all they cared about. They didn't really care whether or not.
Nothing quiet.
No.
I think it was Todd McFarlane said this on an interview I had seen a while back, where he said, if he goes, I could sell a comic book that was drawn by Michelangelo and written by my dog. He goes, but he goes, if Charles Dickens wrote a comic and it was drawn by my grandmother, then it's not going to sell, right? Like, if you're just going to have words, then it's a novel. And I love novels. I have many novels. I'm reading a few right now. It's got to have the art, and then the story also has to be good. Obviously, and the characters have to be good, so you can't discount the story. But the art is going to sell it, because you look at it, you're like, wow, that looks cool, and then you're going to read it, right? Like, all of these are, and I just randomly went to a page. I don't know where we're at. So let's go to like page like, I don't know, 400 or something. Like, look, someone's getting smashed. Someone's head's getting smashed. That's cool.
Oh, this looks like Bacalo. Chris Bacalo.
Look at that.
Some great stuff, man. Holy crap.
Oh, what was that character?
Oh, man.
Like the character in white. Do you remember that character's name?
No.
That one.
Yeah. Like, look at this. I want to try to get to, I don't know where the Wolverine or the Weapon X
stuff is, because
those are the ones I have.
So was Onslaught the last?
This is Excalibur. This is Ken Lashley stuff. Yeah, sorry, Sean, go ahead.
Was Onslaught the last big X-Men event? It's like the year after this. This is the last one I remember.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Deadpool.
Yeah. With like these like goggles and stuff. But like, look, even the talking, like it's a big mouth here and like, oh shit, like.
Yeah. It was the age of extreme angles. Like everything was extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, okay, look at this guy.
Juggernaut, man.
Jesus Christ, Juggernaut. It's like
Juggernaut.
This is without like, I mean, and then you put like armor on him or something. You're like, well, this guy's crazy. Like,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is like you're looking back at this and you're like, this is exciting. Even just flipping through very casually, like the way we're doing, makes it so exciting.
And I don't know if you'll agree with me on this one, but like it's not always drawn well.
Right.
There's stuff like anatomically, you're kind of like, but it just jumps off the page.
It works, yeah.
It's all that manga inspiration. We talked earlier too. Like if you look at even Toriyama, like look at some of the Dragon Ball, it's like not everyone, it's like they've got huge hair or they've got a huge head, and a lot of them also have small feet. Coincidentally, we were talking about Rob Liefeld and the small feet. They've got the small feet too, but it's dynamic. And when they grit their teeth, they don't have 30 teeth, or they have like 50 teeth, and you're like, okay, nobody has that, but it's supposed to show the anger, like they're so, or they're yelling. It's like, oh, and you're like, everything's big movement and all that. Like these artists, all of these guys, Jim Lee, McFarlane, like McFarlane, Spider-Man, the guy's like a knot. He's like he's all, but now you think, oh, that looked like, look at Spider-Man. Whoa, like this guy's like, a stretchy guy, he's bendy. And
definitely a vision for that character.
Yeah. And I know he didn't create that sort of spaghetti webbing. I know he did not create that, but he used it so often that became sort of like
his trademark,
a trademark, even though he didn't create it. But still, it's pretty badass.
This looks like Steve Epting, who did the Captain America and Winter Soldier stuff.
Oh, cool.
Like, see, Jean looks cool here. It's like coming, like everyone. You read this as a kid and you're like, I got to buy the toys. It's like, I got to talk about my, go to the next day to school and talk to my buddies about, holy shit, did you get that? And we can make fun of whatever it is all you want, but I never, for new comics, I never reread them. I read them, I review them. That's it. Hey, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
What's going on, brother?
Yeah, these where you can go through makes me very, very glad you got out of Marvel before it happened. Phil is one of my guys, and he likes the classic stuff. But Phil, nobody's better than Jack Kirby. Nobody's better than Neil Adams. We're not saying that, but what I'm saying is that this is the last time that I was excited about.
But I'm gonna throw this out there, which might be mad controversial, and Phil you can chime in. If you look at Kirby's not anatomically correct either.
Exactly.
But this, like not the Epting stuff, but some like Liefeld, McFarlane, they capture Kirby's energy.
Yes.
And updated it for that time period.
Yep. They mix manga into it, which is like these big panels. It's like super epic battles. Like the ending of Lone Wolf is literally a 120-page fight. I'm halfway through Fist of the North Star, and it's massive battles with guys with big pumped up shoulders. They all have super huge arms. Everyone is the best martial artist in the world. He fights the next guy, and this guy's even better. It's just the next pumped up villain who's a complete piece of garbage, and Kenshiro's got to destroy him, and he always does. And you're like, this is a badass comic. Fist of the North Star, all of these badass manga that they were reading at that time. Rob has mentioned Appleseed, all the, like all of those kinds of the cyber ones. It's like, and Appleseed's great too. Briarios, the big, huge guy with these got the little, he's kick ass. All these kick ass characters, the women, they're all badass super chicks with guns. Noonan, that's like my wife's favorite character.
Shadow was doing some great work back then. And,
big time. All of it. Got Orion, all of the.
Phil's bringing the heat. He's bringing the heat.
Oh, Phil, you're help me out, buddy.
All right, boys, I got to call it.
All right.
I just wanted to pop in and say hi again. Sorry, apologies for not being able to make it, like, seriously, but
it's all good. Life gets in the way all the time. We're gonna be closing it down pretty soon as well too, because Sean and Mega J got and JMan got to go. But we've had a great time going over this again. And before JMan and Sean go, what do you guys have on your channels?
So it's Earth's Mightiest Mondays. Sean and I look at 4 Avengers comics. We're into the 100s now. We've been starting with number 1. Fantastic Fridays is Fantastic Four comics, and then Sunday we rotate. Sometimes we look at comics from the past, like we just did 1963 the other day, and then we're also going to be this weekend. We're doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first movie.
Nice.
That is going to be awesome because I love that movie.
That's my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah, I love it. So that's it. And then I do all my comic reviews.
Sounds good. Sean, what do you got?
I've got Marvel 2-in-1. I'm up to number 13 now. I'm doing a lot of Halloween stuff, so I've got the Hellraiser 3 comic adaptation on my channel, and the Bernie Wrightson Creepshow 1983 comic. Pretty cool stuff. So lots of cool stuff on my channel right now.
Awesome. And Mega J, what do you got?
Brother, it's all good. We're just killing it here. Going to be heading over to Jolanta in about a week. Mm-hmm. So we're going to catch up with a lot of different toy tubers, a lot of fun, and of course, looking forward to the next one. And you guys were killing it, Steve, at the London Comic Con. So looking forward to all those interviews, and hopefully we'll see more of it.
Yeah, and we're in Hamilton this week.
Nice.
So I'm not sure if Danny is going to be at that con or not.
I don't think so, because he's going to be with like this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he might be. I'll ask him.
It's like Saturday, Sunday.
Yep, I'll find out. I'll ask him.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, if he's in town, tell him to swing by the con and we'll say hi.
Absolutely.
But anyway, thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks to my wonderful guests, Sean, JMan. I know I will see you guys soon. Mega J, I will see you as well around the bend, and everyone else, we'll see you in 7 or less. All right, have a good one, everybody.
Take care, guys.
Bye.